You have to have a keen eye to spot these hidden details. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Easter eggs in Zootopia.
I'm back. Mwah.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at all the fun tidbits that Disney added into this 2016 film for fans to find.
This is no ordinary lamp. It once changed the course of a young man's life.
Number 10. Mayor Lionheart.
I am proud to announce that my Mammal Inclusion Initiative has produced its first Police Academy graduate.
Throughout Zootopia, there are tons of references to other Disney films, although most of them are to the more modern ones. This one, though, harkens back to 1973 and Disney's rendition of Robin Hood.
It was a classic doing the wrong thing for the right reason kind of a deal.
A character in Zootopia is Mayor Lionheart, who has many parallels to King Richard from Robin Hood. The historical figure he was based on was known as Richard the Lionheart, and in that film, he was also a lion. In addition, Nick's outfit is actually very similar to the one Robin Hood wears in the 1973 movie. These two foxes share the same fashion sense.
It's called a hustle, sweetheart.
Number 9. Star Wars.
Would it help if I got out and pushed?
Captain Soda, mine!
Now that Disney owns the rights to the Star Wars franchise, there's a whole galaxy far, far away for them to make reference to.
Oh, great. You're a conductor now, huh? Hey, listen, it would take a miracle to get this rust bucket going. Well, hallelujah.
They made a very subtle allusion to Star Wars in a scene where Judy has trouble starting a train car, and deals with it just like a certain someone does with the Millenium Falcon.
This bucket of bolts is never gonna get us past that blockade.
This baby's got a few surprises left in her, sweetheart.
For seriously diehard fans, you also may have noticed the figure TK421 scrawled on a wall in Zootopia. That's a reference to a stormtrooper from A New Hope.
TK421, do you copy?
One of the film's directors, Rich Moore, said, "We spent years doing the movie, so we had time to do it." Number 8. Big Hero 6. Another film that gets a hat tip in a variety of ways in Zootopia is 2014's Big Hero 6. All of these Easter eggs are pretty subtle, so you may have to do some pausing and rewinding to spot them. In Chief Bogo's office, you may have spotted the city of San Francisco, which is the setting of Big Hero 6. And the van Nick drives during the film has an antenna that looks suspiciously like the film's most memorable character. Aunt Cass's Lucky Cat Cafe also makes a brief appearance, and begs the question, did she decide to franchise? Number 7. The News Anchors. Now, this is one Easter egg that you almost definitely didn't pick up on your own.
Mayor Lionheart denies any knowledge of her plot, claiming he was just trying to protect the city.
There are a couple of short scenes where the Zootopia News Network, or ZNN, is reporting the news, hosted by Snow Leopard anchor Fabienne Growley. The thing is, though, depending on where you live, Growley's co-anchor actually changed. In North America and several European countries, the other character is Peter Moosebridge, voiced by Canadian news anchor Peter Mansbridge, who also voiced the panda anchor in Chinese versions of the film. If you saw the movie in New Zealand and Australia, David Campbell voiced David Koalabell,
claiming he was just trying to protect the city.
Whereas in Brazil, Ricardo Boixá played a jaguar named Boixá. Number 6. Snow White and Prince Charming. Sort of. Get ready, because this one is about to get pretty meta. So Jennifer Goodwin voices Judy Hopps in Zootopia, but also played Snow White in the ABC series Once Upon a Time. Josh Dallas plays Prince Charming in that series, and made a small voice cameo in Zootopia.
You found me.
Did you ever doubt I would?
He plays a pig at the Flora and Fauna Flower Shop, which is on Duke Weaselton's path of destruction.
Well, are you a cop or not?
Oh, yes! Don't worry, sir, I got this!
What makes Judy and the piggies' agitated brief interaction particularly adorable is that Goodwin and Dallas are actually married in real life.
Well, are you a cop or not?
Yes, I am a cop! Of course I'm a cop!
Number 5. Hidden Mickeys. Any serious Disney fan knows about the existence of hidden Mickeys. They're tucked away in all the theme parks, in the movies, and honestly pretty much anywhere you look Disney-wise. In Zootopia, there are almost too many to count. There's a stuffed Mickey Mouse doll in a stroller, a Mickey-shaped pen, and even a Mickey water tank. Even harder to spot is the, well, spot in Clawhauser's fur. There are assuredly examples that we didn't even manage to notice, so definitely share your hidden Mickey finds in the comments.
What does that mean?
Number 4. Frozen. Of course, Disney had to give some attention to its culturally omnipresent major blockbuster Frozen. The most notable instance that fans pointed out was when Chief Bogo delivered this line.
Life isn't some cartoon musical where you sing a little song and your insipid dreams magically come true. So let it go.
Anyone who hasn't been living under a rock since 2013 knows that Let It Go is the title of the hit song from Frozen.
Let it go, let it go.
In another scene, you can see two little elephants who appear to be dressed up as Anna and Elsa, and the brief appearance of Hans's pastry shop sure seems like another nod to a Frozen character.
In the best way.
Number 3. Breaking Bad. Most of these Easter eggs draw attention to things from other Disney-owned properties, but this instance pointed to something decidedly darker and more grown-up. Younger audiences definitely wouldn't, we hope, pick up on this reference, when our main characters encounter an underground operation being run by a ram in a hazmat suit. The scene may look familiar to any Breaking Bad fans, and in case you thought the similarities may have been coincidental, the writers brought it home by naming his assistants Jesse and Walter.
Hey, Doc, open up! We got your latte.
Alright, Walter and Jesse are back, so I'm leaving now.
Number 2. Disney Parodies. In one scene in Zootopia, we come across a business called Duke's Officially Licensed Movies, where the aforementioned Duke Weaselton is selling movies that haven't even been released yet.
Anything you need, I got it. All your favorite movies. I got movies that haven't even been released yet.
All of these films are spoofs of existing Disney properties that have been adapted to fit into the Zootopia world. There's Wrangled, Pig Hero 6, Floatsin' 2, Wreck-It Rhino, and more for sale at his stand. Hey, let's be honest, we'd love to see those versions as well.
What were you gonna do with those night howlers, Weaselton?
It's Weaselton. Duke Weaselton. And I ain't talking rabbit.
And in a sub-Easter egg, Duke Weaselton is voiced by Alan Tudyk, who played the Duke of Weselton in Frozen.
The Duke of Weaseltown.
Weselton! Duke of Weselton, Your Majesty.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Have a donut, copper!
No! Number 1. Fun puns.
This is Zootopia, where you can be whatever you want to be. That's why I drive.
Yep, more animal puns. In the lead up to the release of Zootopia, Disney came out with some hilarious promo posters, all of which spoofed well-known movies and other properties. This set the tone for what would actually happen in the film itself, which was a constant onslaught of references to real-world brands and figures. In Zootopia, you see stores like Mousie's, after Macy's, Target, after Target, and Zuber, after Uber. In another scene, you see Judy scrolling through her music library and can spot animalized versions of famous bands like the Beagles, Katy Perry, and the Fur Fighters. There are so many of these subtle and hilarious Easter eggs that it's almost impossible to spot them all.
Zoogle Photos if you live in Zootopia, but if you live anywhere else, there's Google Photos.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.